Alright, hey guys, it's True Feldman here. I've got this amazing new deck here with this great player, Callum Scott, and it's going to be a Lightsworn.
Yes.
With the Minerva that you won at Oceanics.
Yes.
What was it?
Put it to good use.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, do you want to get into it or anything beforehand?
Sure.
Or?
It's this is a very expensive deck, but it's extremely fun, and this is why I'm playing it. So.
Alright, fair enough. Alright.
The runs 45 cards, so the Lightsworn engine is 3 Raiden, 3 Wolf,
Yep.
2 Lila. I found this card really helpful in taking out those pesky like vanities and domains. 2 Felice. I didn't want to play 3 because I just don't want to brick that much, and the fact that you can't hit it off the spells is not as good as Wolf. 1 Lumina, 1 Aaron. I think this guy is the best one of Lightsworn because it combos so well with Snow. 1 Minerva, works well with Charge of the Light Brigade and Brilliant Fusion, so you make a free Omega. And 1 Gareth. This is a recent put-in. I find I wanted an extra more Lightsworns, especially since I'm playing Desires now. And this, if you get this and Minerva, you literally mill 5 and then draw up to the number of Lightsworns, and I think that's really good. And then the one of Judgment Dragon. Now you can play this, you cannot. It's personal choice. I find if I like having this card at my availability mid game, you just win. But you don't have to play this, and it's personal preference. But I'm just testing it at the moment. I find it's actually work really strong. That's all the Lightsworn cards. 3 Goblin Dirk, you can play this or Tin Goldfish. It's personally up to you. But this can be rotated. Tin Goldfish gives the Abyssal 500 extra attack. That's the only difference. 3 Snow, best card in the deck. What makes this deck very playable. I think if you don't know what it does, banish 7 from your hand, field, or grave. To summon it from your graveyard, and then it's a Book of Moon. And
One summon to Book of Moon.
Yeah, and it's not once per turn, and it's a quick effect. So it's absolutely huge in interrupting your opponent's plays in their turn.
Yep. I'm glad you mentioned all that.
And 2 Garnet, because I play Desires, and because Brilliant Fusion is the best spell in the deck.
Plus you mill a lot, so like there's a chance to just mill it straight off. 1
Trick Clown, because I think this is like the 6th card, it's like the 3rd Felice, except it works really well in being able to be reused, as in you stick it under a Minerva, but you don't detach it in the turn, you summon it, and then it uses as a defensive card, so if they kill the Minerva, you can get the Trick Clown to block an extra attack.
Yep.
And it works really well with Goblin Dirk, so that you can get like Goblin Dirk plus this plus Seraphonite plus Tuna, and then you can get like double Omega Minerva. And I play the 1 Photon Thrasher to go first. It's a flex card, you can play something else instead of it, but I wanted an extra card to be able to go first, since that's all I want to do. And 2 Maxi. I think every deck this format should be playing 2 Maxi, like without a doubt. Like one of the few cards that every deck should play. I don't see why it should. Onto the spells. 3 Instant. You only play the 1 Norden, but you want to draw this card as soon as possible, and you can reuse Norden with Emerald. 3 Brilliant Fusion, best card in the deck. Makes your turn, like you open this, your turn 1 plays extremely strong, because you can send the Wolf, you get the Seraphonite, you get an extra norm, so it makes the Minerva.
Makes
3
insane plays.
Yeah. 3 Solar Recharge to help unbrick your hands, get the Wolves and the Fleeces out of your hands, plus you're playing last one, so you've got to play 3. 3 Desires. I play 45 cards because I want to go first. I want the extra card, and banishing, because I play a lot of 3-obs, doesn't exactly matter that much. And because of the way I've filtered my deck, this actually is beneficial, the banishing, because it helps get me to my Snow first, because most of the time I'm putting Omega on the board turn 1, so I can put the Snow from my banish pile into my graveyard, which gives me the defensive capabilities on their turn. So I actually want to banish Snow with this card. 2 Charge, I think a staple. 1 Rhoda, staple. 1 Skill Charge. 1 Foolish Burial. It's so skillful playing this card.
Skill Charge. Okay.
And 1 Vanity's Emptiness. I think this, Maxi, and Desires are the staples in any deck this format, because if they don't have an out to this, you take games. Like, why would you not play a card that literally wins a game by itself and has no drawbacks, ever?
Yep.
Like, so
Fair enough.
that's the main deck.
Let's get into that extra deck.
Extra deck, 2 fusions, 1 Norden, 1 Seraphonite. You don't need more than 1 Seraphonite, especially for room. Synchros, 1 Spark Dragon, works with Vanity's Emptiness and Anti-Spell in the side deck. But it's one of those flex cards. 1 Scarlet helps with clearing the boards, especially a lot of problem monsters that you may face. 1 Michael, you have to play it, and 2 Omegas. So often you want to go double Omega whenever you can. Take one out of their field, and then you use the second Omega to put the card that you banished into their graveyard, depending on what the card is. Sometimes against Blue Eyes that you don't want to put the stones or any graveyard dependent cards back in, but this is really helpful in just negging looping. Or you put the snow back from the banished pile or crucial cards, and it's just, this card is very crucial, especially with looping back one-off cards like Seraphonite and Norden.
Yeah, and you were saying earlier that you make Omega quite a lot, and it's quite easy to make too. That's why, and when you use the first one's effect to banish a card and you hit a water monster, you normally think they're playing Mermails or whatever.
Yeah, so that's the only situation that I'll ever do it, is because Mermails is the deck that plays Gamma Steel in the main deck. So if I Omega and I hit something that I know Mermails is playing, I will shotgun the other Omega, because otherwise it will get Gamma Sealed. So.
As well as it removes their hand. So
yeah,
it's just,
so I'm like, that's the only time that I will not try to do the combo against them.
Yeah.
XYZs, 1 Minerva. I would play 2, but I won this one, and it's like a lot of money to get the second one, and you can play this deck with 1, especially if you need the other one. You can just Emerald it, but yeah, you don't need 2 to play. If you can play 2, definitely play 2. 1 Dweller, 1 Trapeze Magician. This needs to be played, especially because it gets you so many games, because your Snow is a spellcaster,
which is dumb,
which is great. And I found out a very just a side bit of information. Snow has 1850 attack, Darkwall has 1800 defense, which is a crucial interaction for this deck. So you can flip the Darkwall face down and just attack over it.
Oh, brutal.
1 Castell, solve problem cards. 1 Emerald, you need to play it. You can play 2. I have been considering it, we'll be testing it. You can cut the Spark Dragon inside it in some situations, but I think you can, like, the second Emerald can be very, I've needed it quite a bit, so I'm actually contemplating it. 1 Utopic Future and 1 Utopia and 1 Lightning.
Yep.
Up till this stage, until the Europe had got this card, this deck had a huge problem with dealing with big beasts, especially Blue Eyes, so having this card is quite essential.
Yep.
And
have you thought about running the other rank monster, the other Utopia?
I actually have, but as you can see, it's really tight for extra decks. So
no, I understand. It's just I noticed, like, I played a guy today and he used the other Utopia, like is it a rank 5?
No, it's Utopia Prime.
It's X or whatever. Like,
yeah, it goes 2510. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he put that on over the top of the Utopia and then put the Lightning over the top of that, and that way he could use the effect of the Lightning twice rather than just once.
Yeah, that's why I do want to play it, but I'm still up in the air.
Yeah.
Side deck, my current side deck, 1 Denko Sekka, going against like heavy back row decks where I know I have to go second. 2 Gamma Seal to deal with problem cards like Spirit and like etc. 2 Effect Veiler. If I knew how to play this card, I would be good. 2 Flying Sea. These will, when ABC comes out, these will be Ghost Cherries, and I will probably side deck a Dante, but for now they're just Flying Seas. I feel like this is essential in the side deck. No matter, like, you can flex other cards besides, you can flex all this, but you need to play 3 Twin Twisters, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Regeki. You should even play 2 Dark Hole sometimes, because this deck has a real problem. Like, this deck goes nuts real quick, but if your opponent has a Floodgate or a Floodgate monster, you will literally lose to that 1 card, and so you need to play these cards to out it.
Yep.
So, like, 1 or 2, it's personal choice, and 3 anti-spells, because it works fine. Even though I play a gratuitously large number of spells, siding this going first against decks that it really hurts is fine, based on the fact that you just go through everything, you make your board, you don't really have that much resources left, and then you just flip this card, and that usually will just carry through. I was main decking this card for a while, but I found that I wanted to have more of a board presence than I did anti-spell. A couple of notes on the deck. It does have a lot of problems dealing with beat sticks and is quite luck reliant.
As most mill decks are.
Like if you, it's like you can deal with the brick hands that you get. So that's not the problem. It's more like if you don't get the mills going in the first couple of turns, you get like if you just hit all spells, you can fall apart really quickly. But otherwise, it's a really fun deck and not for everyone, especially because of the price, but it's quite fun to play. So, and that's everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Callum, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's something different. I'll probably come up with a couple more deck profiles for a couple more different decks in the next couple of weeks, and then I'll put them up. So, yeah, if you liked it, comment and subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. All right, thanks, guys. No.